G'day, Ben from Duck Plain Chicken here, and it is time to assemble the Destroid Phalanx. So I'm starting with the left arm here, and time for some time-lapse building. Okay, so the left arm's done. I didn't need any, doesn't look as though I need any other glue for the construction. As far as articulation goes, you can open up the missile pod. It does look a bit strange that there's two missiles that look as though they would be blocked from the hinge. So I'm not sure if I've done something wrong there or whether that's a flaw in the model. I'll have a look when I get the other one done. And this exhaust thing can pivot a little bit back and forth. And of course we have the mounting ball joint here for when this is mounted onto the shoulder. So that's the left arm done. Both arms, both missile pods are now complete. And yeah, it looks as though that's a bit of a design flaw, and the missile launcher system there, and the fact that there's a hinge in the way of the missiles. Don't let practicality get in the way of the design of a mech. Okay, so on to the legs. Starting with the left leg here. Probably a good place to point out that this this kit actually has minimal masking. There's a little bit. I did a little bit around the around this opening here. There's a couple other sort of small spots, but it doesn't have a huge amount of masking, and the masking you have to do generally is pretty straightforward. I think the only one that's tricky is the clear piece that goes in the cockpit. Make sure that fits seamlessly and flat. Okay. All right, one leg done, and I'll get the other one done. Time to put the clear pieces in the back of the legs here. So what I've done off camera is for the two clear pieces, I've painted the back of them Tamiya X27 clear red. And so what I'm going to do is cut these out and try not to lose them. I might just do one at a time, I think. Yeah, I think they do go a particular way, so I just need to make sure I've got the right one in the right place. Okay, so for this one, it's Y3. Oh boy, that's tiny. Alright, finally. Alright, got that one in. Now the thing that I did on the other one is to secure it in place, I actually used some canopy glue. So, I need something I can test the flow. Now it looks a little bit cloudy in there at the moment, but that will dry crystal clear. That's the advantage of using canopy glue. So I'm going to do the other one off camera because of how fiddly it is. The next step is the head. So I have to line up all the clear pieces on here, and then they sort of get sandwiched in these slots. And these slots inside here. Now to me it doesn't look like there's any real visible difference between the different clear pieces, but just in case I'm going to follow the instructions. So we start with Y6 at the top. Slides on. I've got this little neck piece, but that actually comes later on, so I'll put that with the rest of the body. Okay, now the aerials. Of course I use metal rods. Now I know when I dry fit these during the initial assembly, these were a little bit loose, so I'm hoping with a bit of paint they've tightened up a bit, and indeed they have, which is great. And I think even if the antennas had not broken, the plastic ones, I think I probably would have used wire anyway. It does look a hell of a lot better. So that's the head done. The next thing is the body. Okay, so in order for the hatch to work properly, you hook it under the frame here, and then you put the cockpit in, and that's what sort of locks it all in place. So you can sort of see what I meant about how very little of the pilot you can see. And it's even worse when you put in the surround piece. Now, this is the only sort of real option I guess you get in the kit. You can either have it so that it is, I guess the blast covers are on. And then the other alternative, let's see if I can get it out now. The other alternative is one that I had to mask, so it's actually a clear piece. And I think given the amount of work I put into masking, that's the one I'm going to use. So that's what it looks like with the, of course you can't see anything in there, thick plastic, but you open up the hood. That's pretty much all you can see of the pilot. Not much at all. If you wanted to, you could go to town lighting this kit, so you could sort of stick a light up underneath in the cockpit there to sort of light up the detail in there. I didn't light this kit, and I probably should have. Looking at it, it would have been nice to sort of light these up. Also the couple of lights on the legs as well. But yeah, the cockpit certainly needs some light in there to show off the detail. Okay, I've got all the sub-assemblies done. Now it's just a matter of putting it all together. So I'm going to start with the waste. I do have to be careful, these lights in here are still actually drying, but as long as I'm aware of it, I don't stick my finger in it, it should be alright. It's not sitting as flat as I would like. Put the toes down a bit more. There we go. That's better. Okay. I think we'll put the body on next. And then I am trying to be a bit tentative here because the Vallejo paint is not as robust, let's say, as the lacquer based paints. And I've just hit the camera. I think the last thing is to get this head on, and that's not going to fit. Oh, that's tight. And there we are. Oh, what's glory. Okay, so now I think it's time for the glamour shots, and until the next video, I will catch you later.